This video was created by AI.
There was a time, just 100 years ago, when a city danced like the world might end. Berlin, the Weimar Republic. Artists thrived, boundaries blurred, and politics, a boiling pot of extremes. We like to think we're more enlightened now, more advanced. But when we look closer, are we really that different? The Weimar Republic was born from trauma Germany's defeat in World War I. Humiliated, economically crushed, politically unstable. And yet, in cities like Berlin, culture exploded. It was a place of firsts. First gay rights organizations, avant-garde cinema, surrealism, cabaret, jazz, and a daring new openness toward gender, class, and sexuality. It was creative, chaotic, sometimes crude, but also human, a civilization searching for meaning after the gods had died in the trenches. Weimar Berlin was a paradox. It was beautiful because it was fragile, because it embraced joy in the shadow of despair, because it said, "We don't know what tomorrow brings, so we will live fully now." Yes, it had decadence, but also defiance. Artists mocked authoritarians. Writers challenged nationalism. Ordinary people loved, lost, rebuilt, and tried desperately to stay human. That matters. Because when democracy weakens, it's often art and affection that hold the last line. The right didn't just criticize Weimar. They hated it. They called it decadent, godless, treasonous. They blamed artists, teachers, immigrants. They offered not renewal, but nostalgia, not hope, but order. Weimar didn't collapse because of its freedoms. It collapsed because hatred found a microphone, and no one stopped listening. Now look around. Censorship is backdressed as protection. Rage is back, justified as tradition. Lies wear truth's clothing, and authoritarianism whispers in God and country. Weimar's soul is walking among us, but history isn't fate. It's a mirror. Was Weimar decadent? In part, yes. But so are we. Addiction to screens, violence as entertainment, cruelty as comedy. Vice isn't a party, it's a pattern. It hollows from within, slowly, quietly. Vice is what we do when meaning dries up. Every religion, philosophy, and civilization warns us, not because virtue is repression, but because vice blinds. It makes us selfish, numb, easily ruled. Weimar was not doomed by pleasure. It was doomed by despair that no one healed. Today, the question isn't, are we liberal or conservative, woke or traditional? The question is, are we building a society that can survive its freedom? Because the next collapse won't wear a swastika. It will look like apathy, like hyper-individualism, like a nation forgetting it's a soul. Thank you for watching. You've just joined the Renaissance Spirit A channel dedicated to a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. We explore history, politics, culture, religion, and personal growth, from ancient Rome to modern America. We believe the Renaissance isn't over. It's waiting inside anyone who chooses curiosity, courage, and conscience. Some people move to retire, others to escape, but this channel, this story, is about becoming. Because if history is collapsing in real time, someone has to narrate the fall and plant the seeds of what comes after. Weimar teaches us this. It's not freedom that breaks civilizations. It's what happens when we stop tending to the soul that made freedom worth having. If this reflection opened your eyes or helped you name something you've been feeling, let's keep the conversation going.